If you will observe the knot, this side of the knot has two parallel lines that give you the
Such a time saver.
others.
That's it. I don't need anything else.
Well, hello, friends. It's Cousin Eddie. Cousin Wayne was here a little while ago, and I don't know what happened to him. He's gone now. But hey, I got to tell you, something funny happened to me. Well, I guess it wasn't funny. I don't even remember what it was now. Anyway, Cousin Wayne is somewhere. I think he's outside. I think he went out to work on something in the garage. So I don't even know why he turned the camera on here. I've got the camera right here. I don't know. It doesn't make any sense to me. Does it make sense to you? I don't know why it would. So I don't know. Oh, I did find something out. Hey, I did a little DNA research, and what I found out is Cousin Wayne and me, we're twins. We are twins. That's totally incredible. I can't even believe it, but it's true. We both had the same mother, and she was married to our uncle. And so now we're twin cousins. So I don't even know what to say about that. It's just so incredibly, unbelievably fantastic and everything. So yeah, well, so, okay. Well, hey, I'm gonna stop here because I don't know what I'm talking about, and I'm gonna let my cousin Wayne take over from here. So I'll see you folks. Good to see you, okay? Take care. Oh, by the way, one more thing. I forgot now. Okay. Hey, well, thank you, Cousin Eddie, for that awesome introduction, I think, whatever that was. Hey, folks, it's Wayne Polson. I am here today at Heartwood. I'm in my new garage, which isn't new to the property, but it's new to me. And I just wanted to share a little story with you from the Paul Bunyan show. Actually, it started before the Paul Bunyan show, but it resolved at the Paul Bunyan show, if you know what I'm saying. So I was out doing some work for my neighbor over here, Jason, good friend of mine. He asked me to take down maybe a dozen to 15, 16 trees or something in his front yard. He's putting in a swimming pool and he wants to get those trees down. So I helped him out with that. I went ahead and took those trees down. We did the last tree. This is my buddy John and I. We were working on this project together. I had my tractor out there, my Coyote DK 4510 with my grapple. And some of the trees actually fell partially into a ravine, and we needed to pull them out with the tractor. So I had the tractor there for that reason as well. We were pulling the last log out of the ravine, and I mean, I was focused, folks. This was surgical precision to the max. John's directing me. I'm feathering the grapple. I'm feathering the throttle. I'm feathering everything else that can be feathered. And we're doing a smooth, fantastic, precise, organized, controlled job of removing that log from the ravine. And as we're backing up with that canine, not the canine, the Coyote, as we're backing up with that tractor, all of a sudden, we're getting ready to celebrate victory, folks. And crunch! What the heck was that? Put the tractor in forward. I moved forward a few inches. I looked behind my right rear wheel, and lo and behold, folks, what I found was my CS 2511T saw under the rear wheel. There's a little bit of damage. It took off the air filter. It took off here's half of the air filter. Here's the other half, pretty well mangled. This is the cap for the air filter. And this is what's left of the top handle. So it's no longer a top handle saw, folks. And then this is, of course, the handle for the chain brake. So, yeah, it's gone. There's no handle. So this was a problem. John felt really bad about it. He thought it was his fault. It wasn't his fault. It's just stuff that happens, right? I looked at this and I thought, well, you know what? Of all the saws to run over, this is probably the best one because this is the one that has served me the longest and the most. I mean, I use this all the time because I'm always climbing, it seems. if any saw needed to go, that one did. I needed to replace it or get it rebuilt or something. So I started to run kind of rough. Not running rough, but starting rough, if you know what I'm saying. And I've tried tuning and cleaning, and can't seem to get it to work. So now is the chance for me to rebuild this saw and revitalize it. I talked to Bellhopper over at the Paul Bunyan show, and he said, "Go ahead and send it to me, buddy. I'll get it repaired for you and get it back to you." And I thought, well, that's a great idea. That's awesome. I'll do that. But then I got to thinking, no, this would be kind of cool to do myself, really. You know, I mean, I'm into doing things myself. So, Bellhopper, no offense, buddy. I appreciate the offer. I'm going to try it myself. And if I totally blow it, it's coming your way. All right? So, there. So, while at the show, I'm talking to, let's see, there's a young man, Zach from Tennessee, and another co-worker of his, I guess, Brian Hines. So, I'm sorry, I'm laughing. I just couldn't pull up his name, and it took me like 10 minutes of sitting here like this to come up with his name. Brian Hines is his co-worker, co-partner, whatever he is down there in Tennessee. And I met Brian at, I think it was the first Buck and Stock at Mishawaka, Indiana. And if some of you were there, you remember Brian Hines? He was the one that won the big Black Raven plaque. That was a really cool plaque. It was he that won that thing at the very end of the show. He was excited. Anyway, I don't know why I'm getting off on this tangent, but let's get back to the point. I was talking to him about my dilemma, how I had run over my saw, and he comforted me. He said, "Oh, welcome to the family. Everybody does that. It happens." So after getting that out and feeling a little bit better about my problem, I started asking him questions about saws to replace my CS2511T, because I checked with my Owens implement dealer. A new saw to replace the CS2511T is going to run about $550, somewhere in the between $500 and $600 to replace that saw. I thought, yeah, you know what? I don't know if I want to do that. I don't know if I want to put out that kind of money. They said, well, then why don't you try the CS271? It's a bigger saw, weighs about 1.5 pounds more, has a little bit more power, and it's only like $350. I thought, well, that's a good deal. I don't know anything about the saw, but let me think about that. So I asked Brian Hines about that. He said, no. He said, I wouldn't go with the 271. And even Bellhopper said, no, don't do the 271. It's a dog. I don't think he used the term dog, but a term like that. So I said, well, then what would you recommend? Because I'm kind of out of options, you know. I mean, steels are too pricey for me and all of that. Well, he said, well, why don't you try the next one up? It's a top handle saw. It's the CS355T. Plenty of horsepower. It's about 3 pounds heavier than the CS2511T, but you're going to like it. It performs very well. And so, folks, here it is, the Echo CS355T. So I've got it here, folks. I've already used it. I don't know if you can tell. I used it to take out my stepson Zach's tree, the maple tree in the front yard. That was the last video I posted, or one of the last videos I posted, I think. But listen, this thing here, it is a champ. I mean, it did a great job. One of the things I like about this saw is it has the choke and stop switch all combined into one here. Okay, so when you go to choke position here, it's just a push of the finger. The CS2511T, you had to slide the switch on, and then you had to flip the choke down here. This is cool. Let's see how she starts, folks. Let's prime it a little bit. Primer bulb right there, nice and convenient. Let's give her a toot. That's number 2 right there. Slide this back down to the run position. So folks, that's it. That's the CS35, I mean the 355, and it was only $20 more expensive than the 271, so it came in right around 370 bucks, something like that. So I was real happy with the deal. I did notice in the canopy, I did notice that extra 3 pounds, but it's powerful. It does a great job. Mind you, I've done no modifications to that saw yet. The muffler's still stock, intake's still stock, all that stuff, everything's still stock on it. So I have that to do yet, and we'll do some tuning on it. I haven't even tweaked the jets, so everything's just stock. But it came out screaming right out of the box, and it did a good job for me in the tree. So folks, try out the Echo CS2511T. Strike that. Try out the Echo CS355T. Okay? All right, well, that's all I have, folks. Other than that, subscribers, thank you so much. We have, I don't know, 945 or something like that. We're only 55 away from 1,000. And so if you're just watching this video and you feel like hitting that subscribe button, please do it. It will help me out a lot, and it'll make you feel good. Just kidding. I don't know if it makes anybody feel good. But hit the bell, and you'll get notifications. And the notifications, by the way, are anytime I post a new video, you'll get some kind of a little message that I've done that. So what else? Leave comments. That's it. I love to hear the comments. Did I say hear? I don't hear the comments. I read the comments. So I love to read the comments. You guys are so much fun in the comments. Jeremy Weaver, I always get a kick out of your comments. Moof Dog Mike, I don't know where you come from, man. I have never met Moof Dog Mike, but I feel like he's one of my closest friends. I don't know why. He's just, read his comments sometimes. Go back to when we were talking about a helipad for my drone. Remember that, Moof Dog? Good friend like Wayne Wango Weaver, he's always there, a steady rock. And Angie K, she's somehow trying to stay warm up there in northern Wisconsin. Well, it's sort of northeastern Wisconsin. I'll strike that too. It's like western Wisconsin, right on the Minnesota border. So I hope you're staying warm up there, Angie K. And hope you get that HHR running. What else? That's it? Oh. We got a rooster. I'm not going to show him to you right now. He's kind of weird, but he's making noise right now. I'm not sure what he's doing. I think he's trying to annoy me, and he's doing a good job of it. So that's it. I'm rambling now, folks. I'm done. I'm out of here. I will see you in the next video, whenever that happens to be. Hallelujah. Yes. What's his name? Co-worker of his. Oh my gosh. A.B. Brian. Brian. Tell me, what's your last name? Brian. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. Brian Hines. So after getting that out and feeling a little bit better about my problem, mistake, faux pas, southpaw, whatever you call it,